Clarity, creation, resource, and the spotlight are all energies mixing around you. Are you going to use it to create something that will change the world? Maybe you will transform and change the world through your actions, or will you let perfectionism get in the way or let it all go to your head? You have the opportunity to have the most beautiful, uplifting, holistically fulfilling year, but there are certain actions you want to take and avoid. And in this video, I'm going to share with you information you need to know on what action to take, what to avoid, so that you can maximize your 2025. I'm Jeanette Sizikowski, your Aligned COO, and using Energy Plus Strategy, I help ambitious professionals go from plateaued to purposeful progress. Let's get into it. Your personal energy number, aka your Ming Gua or your KUA number, you've probably heard these terms used interchangeably, is a unique energy bestowed to you at birth. It interacts with your environmental chi. Feng Shui is all about using your environmental chi to your advantage. So unlike Western astrology or Eastern astrology, where we use terms like zodiac and horoscope, and we're studying the energetic influences from the planets and the energetic influences from above. Instead, this personal energy number and environmental chi is the influence of the energy in our environment, the opportunities, the people, the obstacles, the energetic influence from around us, from the mountains and the landforms, and from the earth. This number is associated with your birthday. So if you don't know your number already, don't worry. I've created the easiest cheat sheet on the planet. The link is in the description of this video. It's particularly helpful if your birthday is in January or February, because Lunar New Year is at a different time every year. And so I'm about to go over the calculation if you want to quickly calculate your personal energy number, but that calculation is a little bit trickier if your birthday is in January or February, so you just want to click the link. In that link, you're going to get a guide about your personal energy number, about your lucky directions, your personal element, how you interact with the other elements, and so much more, so it's worth the download. But if you're like, no, I hate free things, or you just really want to know how to calculate it, we're about to go into that. Before we get into that calculation, at the end of this video, I'm going to share two amazing offers. One helps you maximize your feng shui throughout the year so you can manifest more. With this tool, you will definitely reach your goals faster than you ever have. And the second is the first year I'm launching the 2025 Wealth Map. This helps you amplify cash flow throughout the year. You're going to want to hear about them. But first, let's get into your forecast and how to calculate for your number. Take your birth year, let's take 1987 for example, and you add the total of those numbers. 1 plus 9, 8 plus 7, 10, 15. 1 and 0 reduces to 1, 15 reduces to 6, 1 plus 6 is 7. Now listen up. If you are a male, you subtract that final number, 7 from our example, from the number 11, only if you are a man. So 11 minus 7 equals 4. If you are female and your number reduced to 7, then you add 4. 7 plus 4 equals 11. 11 reduces to 2. So if you are a male, your personal energy number in this case was 4. And if you are a female, your personal energy case in this number was 2. Again, this works for everybody past those February birthdays. If you're a January or February birthday, just go check out my cheat sheet. Second note. If you are female and your birth year reduces to 5, you are actually an 8. If you are a male and your number reduces to a 5, your number is actually a 2. Now that you have your personal energy number. All right, personal energy number 4 is this video is all about you today. And over here, I'm looking at my notes, I'm looking at charts, I'm studying the different energies, which is, Feng Shui is not just about rearranging your couch or moving things. It's about actual calculations that we use. So that's what I'm looking at to keep us efficient and on task. Today, we're going to touch on health, relationships, and career in this forecast. You have a lot to look forward to in 2025. I was going to say a different year. You have a lot to look forward to in 2025. In 2023, you dove deep, you dove inward, you focused on you and your health. It was an internal year. You likely worked on your personal practices and your self-care and got to know yourself better, or at least that's what the energy was encouraging you to do. It wanted you to do. So hopefully you went with those intuitive hits and followed that flow, because then last year in 2024, you were called to step up as a leader. You were getting some of that helpful people, maybe a nice mentor came into your life and you were getting some more of that clarity. And now in 2025, you're refining that. You're focusing it even more. That clarity, that wisdom, that helpful people, maybe the mentor is still here. And now it's like, what are you going to create with it? Now that you know you and you've gotten some of that clarity, what are you now going to produce? All of the chi you're mixing with is smooth, which is great. You're being supported in terms of power, more resource and output. So stay learning, stay creating, and moving throughout the year, and you will have a great year. The video's not over. Let's dive into it a little bit deeper on what to focus on and what to avoid. So in terms of health, nothing is like glaringly loud or out there. I, of course, am not a doctor, but what we do see is that some of the attention you want to focus and keep an eye on is your mouth or your throat. Again, all of the energy is smooth. This is a good year for you to actually get like a baseline, again, because you have a pretty smooth, supportive year. It's a good year to like just check in on blood work and measurements, just get a baseline, and then see your doctor, your naturopath, drink your water, of course, but add in dentist as well. There's, like I said, nothing's like glaring. It's a good year. There's so much of this, so much of your ideas is coming from crown chakra, is coming from higher self. And that's true often, but there really is this like wisdom in sitting, being still, and like downloading ideas. So meditating for you is a big thing in 2025. Moving into relationships, there's always a bit of charm with you, personal energy number 4, is you do bring this like upbeatness and this creativity and just this beauty about you. But when provoked or unbalanced, there can be a manipulative and scheming side to you, right? So we're actually in a yin wood snake year, and yin wood is very akin to your energy. So with this yearly energy is going to be this sense of relevancy and confidence, which is great. That if we're not normally like walking around unshakably confident, it's nice to have just this steady stream of like, I'm good. Like, I feel good. Things are good. But if you go into the year and show up throughout the year unbalanced with that like manipulative side, bitter side, low energy, or you're letting some of that steady confidence become big, where you're taking a lot of self-serving action, not really thinking about others, only focusing on yourself, you will make enemies. You have a really nice, beautiful, smooth, abundant year, but you can rub people the wrong way if you're not aware of your actions and how you're portraying yourself. Because there's this ease to the year and this spotlight on you, you might start to feel a little bit invincible, a little bit overly cocky, like whatever you do doesn't have any repercussions, that you're a little bit invincible. And so while people are watching, they're also talking. There might be this, there's this specific energy combo that might, with all this smoothness, there's going to be a lot of opportunity, a lot of abundance. There's going to be like this shiny object syndrome a little bit, and there might be this temptation to act dishonorably. And because you're feeling a little cocky, you might think you're going to get away with it, but you're not. It might not even bite you back this year, but it would show up next year. Pretty clear that it would show up in some way. There would be negative repercussions if you did act dishonorably or didn't do the right thing. You aren't invincible, but you absolutely do have reason to be confident in your skill and confident in who you are. Just be sure that you're acting in your highest values and your highest morals. Again, in 2023, you went inward. And so this confidence seed was planted in you. You found your footing. You became more clear on who you are and who you want to be and like who the best self of you is. And you hopefully have been working towards that. And now that spotlight is here and you absolutely can take action on it and use it. But how will you act? Well, again, will you let it go to your head? Will you dim it? Will you not take advantage of it at all? You know, because you're a little bit maybe like, I'm not used to being in the spotlight. I'm not used to just taking a compliment, right? There's this middle ground for you. So watch the words that you say to people. Remember to stay humble and kind. It doesn't mean that you can't be proud of yourself or your accomplishments. I'm all for like, be proud of yourself. I think there's a healthy level of bragging, because if you're proud of what you worked hard for and your accomplishments, and you're like, yeah, I'm really good at this thing, some healthy level of bragging lets people who need your solution, who need your support, who need this thing you're so good at, if you don't shine your light and show that you're out there and available and really good at what you do, then the people who need you as the solution don't know that you exist. And somebody else might step in who's not as good as you, but they're just louder and bragging. And these people are like, well, I don't love how much they brag about it, but I do need their solution. So if you show up humble, kind, ready to help, but also very confident in your ability, That's the sweet spot for this year. I'm downloading a lot so a lot of that was like relationships with work and friendships and like professional life. In terms of romantic life, it's pretty smooth. It is a good year to date. Again, because you're going to be in this like good serendipitous, like everything's flowing kind of vibe. It's going to be like a one foot in front of the other. Don't get too far out into the future. Day to day, stack the wins, and you're going to have like a smooth ride. Again, if you're acting in alignment and showing up as your best self. And when we're having years like that, we're usually really detached from the outcome because we're like, well, if that didn't work out, this will work out, which is a fantastic time to channel your singledom. If you're like looking for somebody, it's a fantastic time to channel your dating and like put energy into your romantic life, because being detached from the outcome is usually when we find the person or a good match for the year. If you are in a relationship, a long-term partnership or marriage, it's a good year to introduce fun, spontaneity, and intellectual conversations to stimulate your relationship again. You're also going to want to watch their personal energy number forecast. What does your partner need for their relationships to feel boosted this year? But for you, it's fun, it's deep conversations, and it's a little bit of spontaneity. Lastly, let's look at your career. For anyone who's new to the Elemental Clarity channel, career and using energy as a personal development tool is what this channel specializes on. So if you're looking to become the best version of yourself, subscribe now. You, personal energy number 4s, are creating something. There is still this clarity and helpful people, and again, like that mentor in from 2024, or if you didn't see this last year, well, find that mentor, manifest that mentor, and like tap into it in 2025 because it's still around you this year. But how are you going to use those ideas and that clarity and that wisdom from the helpful people? You're definitely meant to turn it into something now and give back. Maybe you're writing a book, creating an online course, or studying for some kind of exams, getting some kind of licensure, but that academic creation energy is around you. It's a great year to then go and teach it. So that's why I'm seeing like online course, creating a community where you're like teaching and learning, maybe some kind of workshops. That's the vibe. So let me know in the comments if that's been like swirling around, if you've been feeling a nudge to do that, because that's how you know. People, I think, sometimes are like, well, how do I know? Like, they think it's just like a coincidence that these things happen. But those intuitive nudges are actually like the energetic influence on you. And then you move forward. Every year, you're not thinking about getting registered as a Taekwondo master. But if all of a sudden you're like, I'm really feeling called to do this. I'm really feeling called to be a Tai Chi teacher or a spin class instructor. Or this is the year I really want to be certified in quilting. I don't know if that's a thing. That's the energetic influence coming in, and you follow those nudges when they're feeling strong and they come up. So let me know in the comments if you've been feeling that nudge, if it's been feeling stronger as you get to 2025, because you're meant to take action on it. And I want to know what you're taking action on. This is also a good year to get your finances in order. The drive to sit down and organize your money and like get better at money management is definitely there. And you definitely should listen to this. Like if that energy is helping you knock that stuff out, it's super important to get all of that in order before 2026. It's going to be a lot harder to do in 2026. So take advantage of that energetic influence. Once you get started and clear on it, it's not as intimidating. It's more intimidating anticipating how to do it than just sitting down and doing it. So how will you know when you're out of alignment, when you're not in flow, or you're not on the right path? You're going to feel this bitterness. You might be gossiping more, talking about other people more. You might be like scheming. You also might have this feeling of, I need to hurt people before they hurt me. Like, I need to cut this person out before they cut me out. I need to like knock down this person, this problem, this thing before they knock me down. That's when you're off base. That's when you've gone in the wrong direction. Stay in your light. Learn to calibrate your nervous system to take a compliment, to take the spotlight, to be praised for what you're good at. There are teachers, there are hypnotists, there's all kind of like energy workers that help you feel, that can like help you calibrate that and feel in control of that. Sometimes people get a compliment or they get the spotlight, and some people take it as like, oh, I just have to hide, I can't handle it, and they go away. Some people get really like fight or flight about it, where it's like, I just gave you a compliment, but then they're just like paranoid. And that's where they feel like they have to like cut people down because they don't feel like it's real. Definitely work on calibrating that because it's not the way you want to go. You are great at what you do. You are meant to be here. You are meant to serve a purpose. You're meant to help make the world a better place. You're meant to be loving your life. So lean into the things you're good at. Take the compliment. Turn off the outside noise. Turn off the ego voice that's maybe like keeping you stuck in perfectionism. That's another one. Watch out for perfectionism this year. It's meant to be a year where you create and you put it out there, even if it's only 80%. Because trust me, sometimes when you present your new project, your new online course, your new thing, people have really good feedback and you're like, oh, well, thank goodness I didn't make it 100% because I need to tweak a couple of these things. So don't get caught up in perfectionism and don't get caught up in what other people may or may not be saying. Essential to maximizing your 2025 is meditate for clarity and those aha moments, then create or teach in whatever niche that you're in and help people in your group, in your niche, be the best version of themselves. Help progress the problem, the niche, the people in whatever category of life you work in. That's how to maximize your 2025. Also essential for maximizing 2025 are these two amazing offers. First is the free Feng Shui planner. Pair these with the monthly success forecast and you will accomplish more than you ever had in a year. If you're already hardworking, you're already taking aligned action, you're already clear on your goal, or even if you're not clear on your goal, we break that down and reverse engineer your goals together using the energy each month, making small shifts in your space. Energy plus strategy equals more progress, more manifestations, closer to living your dream life. And the thing I'm most excited to talk about today are these 2025 customized wealth maps. I love Feng Shui. I've gotten so much help from blogs and videos. So many of you watch YouTube videos and make a lot of progress, see a lot of results with these general Feng Shui videos, general feedback. But what's even better than general feedback is customized to your house and to your energy Feng Shui adjustments to amplify your cash flow. That's the solution these 2025 wealth maps offer. In them, we talk about if you should boost or cure the energy at your front door. Sometimes the energy at our front door doesn't make our life easier, so should you boost it or cure it? And by that, I just mean should you place it, an activator, or a cure? In the map, I tell you exactly what to place. We also talk about what's the energy in your lucky career and success direction. How can you use some of that to get even more ahead in your career in 2025? I mentioned the no renovation zones for 2025. So if at the middle of the year, you're like, I'm kind of having a crazy year and I want to shake things up. I want to knock down this wall. I want to redo my bathroom. And you're just feeling a little impulsive. You can go to that wealth map and say, oh, wait, this is a no renovation zone. This would definitely wreak havoc on my life. We're going to wait till 2026 for this. And instead I'll go cut my bangs or something. Go shopping. And then, of course, I talk about the yearly Feng Shui cures, activators place, and the monthly. So each month you'll make minor adjustments, no crazy home overhauls, no crazy rituals, simple tweak at the beginning of the year, and it will support you amplifying your cash flow and also releasing tenseness, releasing some of that scarcity mindset you might have, releasing some of that impulsive shopping, even though I just kind of said you should, to remove that if that's where some of your money goes. These wealth maps help create more stability and more clarity and will even support and encourage you in getting your finances more in order, not feeling like you have to spend it or overly save it. It helps create this nice flow, stability, and confidence. The information in these 2025 wealth maps is the guidance and advice and how I look at someone's home when I'm doing a one-on-one Feng Shui consultation. So these are potent, these are powerful. People have gotten jobs with this advice. People have gotten bonuses, paid off credit cards, manifested other quick hits of money, but then felt comfortable holding on to it and not immediately spending it. So this is potent, customized, powerful Feng Shui advice, guidance, and strategies. And this advice, these wealth maps will not be around forever. These are a limited time offer ending in mid-February. So you definitely want to get your hands on them before this expires. When you have these 2025 customized wealth map, think of how much time it will also save you and how much stress it will relieve. No more guessing throughout the year, no more reading the blogs, doing the crazy manifestation hacks, or staying up at 2 in the morning and watching YouTube tarot card readings, like, is my money going to be okay this month? Am I going to manifest any money? These give you so much peace of mind because it's customized to you. Every month you know what shifts to make, and then you can focus and overanalyze a different part of your life. Again, these are only available for a limited time till mid-February. The link is in the description of this video. Here's a video elaborating on more of what's in them. They're giving you a glimpse inside and how to use the wealth maps, or you can watch this video, How to Feng Shui for a Peaceful and Positive 2025.